Hello, my friends. This is Len Mooney. Today is Tuesday, November 25th, and we did a Lunch with Len hangout at 11:30, in which we reviewed MITS capture pages and how to use them with MLSP and integrate them into Facebook. Now, unfortunately, we stumbled a bit in doing the MITS capture page, and what I realized afterwards, after I went backwards, was the MITS capture page had not loaded correctly, which is why we weren't getting the menu items that I was looking for. So I want to redo this entire presentation so that it is correct. And that is what you are about to see. So the reason we do this, as I said in the hangout, is because certain of the MLSP capture pages have been elevated to suspicion in Facebook. You know, Facebook is a little cranky about promoting work from home, MLMs, get rich quick, etc., etc. And I guess I can argue that Facebook doesn't quite understand MLSP and its role in the world, however you want to look at it. Some people have reported issues getting MLSP capture pages approved in ads, so we make our own. We replace the MLSP capture page with our own capture page, and we use MITS to do that. That's what we're going to do. So that's all. Let's get started. Let's start by looking at My Lead System Pro, looking at the websites, and let's pick, we could pick any campaign, an MLSP campaign, a product campaign, a system campaign, it doesn't matter. But let me just pick the MLSP campaigns, and I'm going to pick, for the sake of this demonstration today, I'm going to pick university. So we're going to generate a capture page that's going to drive traffic to the university offer. Now, just as a reminder, the capture form, the MLSP capture form, looks like that. And it says free download, how to get more leads, sign up more reps, and make more money from the 90% who say no to your biz off. Guaranteed. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to pause for a minute. So that's the capture page that we want to replace. Now, just as a reminder to you, when you look at these campaigns, any of them, we have a page here of links. So that capture page is this link here, which we really don't need. We're not going to use it, so I'm going to ignore that right now. I'm not going to prove to you that that's the link, because I don't want to confuse you. What we do need is this link. It's the direct thank you page link, and this is the link. Let me show you this. This is the link that we are going to drive our traffic to after they have gone to our capture page and signed in.
Okay,
Bingo. So this is the page we want to drive traffic to, but we want to capture their information first. This is the page that generates the value of university and has the $10 test drive. Okay, so hang on to that thought, we'll come back to it. Having said all that, let's go to our MITS pages. And I have MITS already loaded up here. Actually, what I want to do, let's start here at the beginning. Here's our MITS pages. And one of the things that I didn't cover is the plans and pricing. So let me just do that. I paid $1 for MITS. Here's their plans and pricing. They have a free version, which they tell you at the bottom costs you a $1 setup fee. And that's the version that I actually have. Then there's a $29 version and a $297 version annually. The things I don't get in the free version is direct Facebook tab integration. I don't get a WordPress plugin. I can't download HTML to my server or website, and they do have this top advertising banner that stays with the ad. Okay, I've accepted that rather than pay the $29 right now, because these things aren't so terribly important to me. And to be honest with you, with MLSP about the launch funnelizer, these things are never going to be important, because as soon as Funnelizer becomes available, we're going to start using it. It's that simple. So let me close this page down. Here's my MITS page. Let me go back. So here is our opt-in forms. We click on this, and it takes us to the templates for opt-ins. And quite honestly, simple landing page with opt-in and background image is what we chose this morning, but it didn't load properly, which is why I stumbled with it. So I just chose that. I'm going to tell it to take me to the templates, and there it is. Now the first thing you're going to notice is it says opt-in form integration right there. We couldn't find that this morning, but it is there. I don't know what happened to it. So let's just go ahead. We'll call this lens test page, which is what we started off to do this morning, and we'll save that. And now we'll come directly to opt-in form integration, and now it says select integration Aweber, and then it says you will only see this list below. I'm sorry, you will only see lists below that have web forms already created for them in Aweber. If your list does not appear, create a web form, then click on the reload forms button. Well, remember the other day we did generate a list called lens test list, and we generated a form for it, lens test list. There it is. So let's just go ahead and select that. Now I personally like to get first name, so I'm going to ask for a first name, and I'm going to leave you to decide whether you want to ask for a phone number or not. Now, to be very perfectly blunt and honest with you, I am really frustrated by the number of people that keep signing up without giving me a phone number, so I can't connect with them directly. But it's up to you, yes or no, asking for a phone number. We'll tell it okay, and it says you have unsaved changes. I'm going to save it. Alrighty. Now we can go and we can do the other things on our page settings. So on page settings, we have a title, a description, keywords, and this is all for SEO. I'm not going to play with that right now. I'm not going to worry about SEO. We can play with the colors, play with the fonts, play with an exit pop-up. I don't want to do any of that. I'm just going to go to the simple stuff. Background image. Well, I'm going to select my snow scene that I happen to like. So that's what I do frequently. And see, there's my image now. It's popped up in the background. It's already there. Wonderful. This is working the way it should have worked this morning. Headline. Let's see. I don't care about the headline color. I'm going to just go ahead and get the title. Let's see. Discover the number one. Let's see. Which one do I want here? Let's just leave it okay. Okay, headline. We'll cut this out back. Headline color. Okay, I'm sorry, under headline color. Discover my number one secret to generating 10 leads a day. We're going to replace that with the wording that we had from Brian. Free download. How to get more leads. How to get more leads. Sign ups. If I could type, it would really help expedite this. Sign ups and reps. From the 90% who say no to your biz pop. Okay. Sign-ups. S-I-G-N. All right. S-I-G-N. And reps. Okay, there we go. So there's our headline. And then let's go with this. We'll click on it. Guaranteed. Okay. Guaranteed. click on it again and we can spell it correctly, guaranteed. Okay, but you get the idea. I can go through this form and I can fill out these fields. Now this can either be a video or it can be hidden. I can get rid of it. Okay? So there's our simple opt-in page right now. We have our background image, our headline color, video. I took our video out. Or if you want a video in there, we can put it back in, make it visible. If you do want a video, all we have to do is get the embed code for the video, so that we would go out to, say, YouTube or wherever our video was hosted and get the embed code, and it gives us a recommended size for the video. Again, I'm going to actually, instead of a video, we'll put it in an image. Let's choose that image. How's that sound? Cool. So there's our image. We can do that. Okay, tell it okay. Now we have unsaved changes, so let's save them. Well, that's it. We have now created a form, and let's preview it. We've created a form. It says I have to save the page. Okay, I'll save it. Are you happy now? It says a page with this URL already exists. That's because we started doing that this morning, so we'll just give it another name. Okay, fine. Okay. Bingo. Preview the page. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bing bong. Come on, my friends. What are you doing? Why are you taking so long? This doesn't look like. Okay. Free downloads. How to get more leads. All right, you know what? We just saved it, and let's go back to our pages. We'll just look at this thing back here. So here's my MITS pages, and since I actually had one, this one we had this morning, what I will do a little bit later is delete it. But here we have our page. So let's just look at it. View the page. So there it is. There's our page that we created. We got the name, we got the email, it says get access now. It's got the same words. Now, I could play around with the text, I can change the colors, I can do all this stuff, but that's not the point. The point here is not to spend extensive time editing the MITS page. It's just to get the page. So now what are we going to do with it? Well, as I showed you this morning, all we're going to do is take that URL, copy it, and we'll run on over to Facebook with it. So let me get Facebook up here, and I'm going to go to my my page, which is what I want, my business page, and we'll just paste that in there. Now notice it says MITS pages. That's because I haven't paid $29 a month for my my MITS account. So we can also add a photo in here. So let's make it look a little nicer than it does. Let's go ahead and add a picture. I'll put my picture from the deck this morning. How about that? And now I'm going to just post it. There we go. Now if I want to, I can also go ahead and let's edit this post. You'll see that this, if I edit it, I can take this text out, I can change the text. If I do that, it takes me there. If I do that, it takes me there to the actual page. Okay. So, now you see what's happening here is when I click on the link, it takes me back to the capture form. So now we have our capture form in Facebook. So now the next question is, how do we complete the integration? So now let me go back to our MLSP campaigns. Remember, we wanted this link. So let me grab it. I'm going to copy that link. And I'm going to go now to Aweber. And we're going to go to Lens Test List. And we're going to go to List Options. Confirmed opt-in. Now, as I told you this morning, since we're going to put this in Aweber, or rather in Facebook now, Aweber always does a confirmed opt-in coming from Facebook. So all we have to do really is paste that link right there. Because once we get the confirmation, Aweber will send us to the page we want to go to. Now the other way to do that, and the way I recommend, is to put a follow-up message in the follow-up sequence. Now remember the other day when we were playing with all this, we loaded this follow-up sequence. That's okay. I can create a new follow-up message. Here's the follow-up message editor. And I'm not going to type a long message here right now, but I am just going to I'm just going to show you how this works. So I'm going to paste this link in. There's the link. Thanks for joining. Hi, there's the link. Go here. I don't need to do anything. We'll just leave it alone. I'm just going to show you how all this works, and we'll save it. Save the message. Now, having saved the message, it's going to we're going to want this to come immediately. 0 after previous. But what we need to do is go ahead and move it to the top of the list. So let's go to our list of messages all the way to the bottom. This will be the last message in the list. Let's just grab it and pull it up. Pull it up to the top. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Here you go. Up you go. Up you go. Up, 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 up. Oh, in the #1 position. Send immediately. Okay. Whew. Now, shall we test all this and see if it actually works? Let me look at the subscribers in this list right now. Looks like I have one, some guy named Mooney. Let me delete him, because if I don't delete him, nothing's going to work. Okay, so here we go. We're going to test the system. I highly recommend you test the system. So we're going to click on the link here. Okay, so here's our page. We're going to fill in our information, name and email address. Click on Get Access Now, and a couple things are going to happen. the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to get a message back that says thank you for subscribing, and we can go ahead and click on return to the last page. If that doesn't do us any good, what we need to do now is go look at our email. So here's my email, and you'll see I've got a couple messages here that I'm going to erase, and the reason I'm going to erase them is I tested this earlier. I'm going to just go ahead and hit receive, and what we should get is a confirm a request to confirm our subscription. So when we click that confirmation link, we will now immediately get the page loaded that we asked for, and that page comes from the redirect link in our list, our AWeber list. The other thing that I'm going to get, because we put it in there, let me click this again. Now that we've confirmed our subscription, let me click this again, and we'll get the next email, and we're going to get that little email that we loaded. Thank you for joining, and that's all we put up there. We didn't put anything else. And again, we're going to get the link, and it's going to take us right back to the same page. So both are working, and we can see that both have worked for us. Let me close some of this stuff down. So I'll come back to the MITS page itself. So basically, that's it. We generated the page. We linked it to our AWeber account. We linked our AWeber account back to MLSP, and then we loaded the page up on Facebook. Okay, so here I am back again. I got to tell you, this one was painful, and the reason is that MITS was having a problem. And so, just so you know, when we did the initial recording during the webinar on air, we didn't get the correct fields for the MITS page because it did not load correctly. And at that moment in time, MITS itself's interface to AWeber was broken. It was not working. So as I went through this, I had to stop and restart several times to get things to work correctly. I had to send a message to the MITS support people and alert them that their AWeber interface was done, and they did fix it. So part of the reason I tell you that is so you'll see some jerks in the recording. It's because I had to stop the recording, cut out a section of it, and put in a section that was working correctly. And it took me longer than I promised you that it was going to take me to get this recording up for you, because I had to wait for MITS to fix their problem. The information that's in the recording now is correct, and if you follow it through, it will work for you. Now, we can make better looking capture pages. We can go into how to create a Facebook ad to drive traffic to that capture page. It's a Facebook ad where you drive traffic to a post, promote a post, and if you need any help with that, I can help you with it. So just let me know, and I hope you get value out of this. This is Len, as usual. We'll talk again. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye for now. And for those of you who may be watching this recording at some time in the future, this is 3:30 in the afternoon, the day before Thanksgiving 2014. So we'll talk again. Bye for now.